Everyone out there sees the cars, houses, you name it. We all see the good things, but a lot of you guys don't get to see the back end things. There's a lot of failures that we as entrepreneurs tend to make, and that's one thing I want to talk about in today's videos. So we're gonna start with the studio that didn't do good, that many people out there, a lot of you filmmakers that follow me, you guys see all the studios that I'm building. However, I don't really get to show the losses. It's not that I want to hide it, but it's more so I don't have time to talk about it because I have to pivot and try to figure out how to make it work. So we're gonna talk about all the things that went into the vinyl record store. From the first one, originally the one that failed, I think all in all, I probably put about, I would say anywhere from $4,000 to $5,000, excluding all the time that it took to get it up and running. All the props, all the research, there was a lot of things I had to do and it didn't do good. So the reason why I thought it was gonna do good is because there's no vinyl record store in LA, so it's gonna be something different. Through the first 4 months of opening the studio, not one booking came in specifically for the vinyl record. I think now that I'm looking back at it after finishing up this second version of it, I must say it's probably the color scheme. That's probably one. It was like a cleaner look. It wasn't neutral, like the color theme wasn't something like this where it's guys and girls. I can see both utilizing this space. I think that's number one. Number two, it wasn't long enough and it wasn't detailed enough as this one is. There's more RGB colors built in. I just wanted to bring something different, but sometimes bringing something different doesn't mean it's always gonna work out. There's always gonna be times where it slaps you in the face, and that's part of the process. Whether it's your business and filmmaking or anything else, you can either complain and call it quits, or you can adapt right away and try to figure out how to fix the problem. Within that, I had to pivot and I decided to give it one more shot. Sometimes it's probably adding a few things, but overall, this was like the new transformation in order to kind of give myself one more opportunity to not let all that money go to waste. Try to give it one more shot. So one example that I kind of want to give you guys and why I decided to do this. I used to have this studio 6 months ago. I closed it down, but I ended up getting it back. This used to be the mini mart. When I released the mini mart 3 years ago, it flopped, it tanked. It wasn't being utilized the way I thought of. So I started figuring out like, what can I do? Do I gotta change it? But we put so much time and effort and money into it. So what I ended up doing was adding the outdoor bodega. If you guys remember, if you guys have followed my channel, or if you guys been in LA, as far as film photo studios, it was like the staple. Everyone knew that set, everyone was shooting it. I ended up adding that for the mini mart because they go hand in hand, right? You're in the corner of a bodega kind of area, then you can go inside the mini mart. I just added that in order to help give the mini mart an extra push. But from very little that I was making, adding that set, it's probably spending an extra, I think it was like about 20 grand, 15 grand, ended up making me just the set alone, because I saw people using it. I would probably say anywhere from $125,000 to $150,000 just off trying that. And that's why I feel like sometimes it's just the little tweaks. If you're a filmmaker and you're not getting the budgets you deserve, right? For example, maybe it's little tweaks. Maybe it's fixing your color grading. Maybe it's fixing your storyline. There's always something you can tweak that can take you to a whole nother level. Just because where you're at, it's doing okay or it's doing good, doesn't mean there's no room for improvement. And if it's not doing good, look at overall the picture. Why is it not doing good? Try to ask yourselves and then try to fix it. And sometimes the small things that end up being the big difference maker. So part of being a business owner, this is really what happens. There's so much things that come with it. And from my experience doing it over 10 years, and it took a lot of ups and downs, there's a lot of question marks, there's a lot of doubts. I know the market today is not what it once was. And that's one of the reasons why I'm also making these videos, because I don't want you guys to get discouraged. There's room for everybody out there to eat. The reality of this world, and I wish I could tell you guys it's easy, it's not. It's gonna take years of work before you get to a certain level, before you get to a certain place financially. It's gonna take a lot of time. And this is kind of like a video to slap you in the face to reality, where it takes time. It's not what everyone out there makes it seem to be, where everyone's driving somehow in Lamborghini, McLarens, all these cars. A lot of them are rented, a lot of them they can't afford it. You're starting to see the market drop. Guess what? A lot of these people are starting to lose these things. Now I want to talk about the money aspect, because that's one thing many people don't teach us. I wasn't taught that when I started filmmaking. I didn't know how to save money, spend money, invest money. I didn't know any of that. I had to learn, made a lot of mistakes by just spending my money as I was going. Then sure enough, 2020 happened. We all know what happened during that phase. Everything got shut down. All the money I had went shit. I literally became broke again. And that's because I was just spending. So if I didn't have no money saved up, guess what? I would be stuck with what I had. But it's always very smart as an owner to hold your money, understand there's things that might not go right and you got to fix them, and you need to have money to fix them. Not all the time, but a lot of the time it's going to require money. With this set, I think I had to put an extra, not a lot, but I would probably say $3,000 extra to kind of get this one up and running and get it to where I want it to be. If I didn't have that 3,000, then what? You know, I'll be stuck and the set would be lame. This is one of the most important tips I can tell you guys, or advice I would say. Save your money for a rainy day. Too many people are losing their cars. They're losing a lot of things because of the mistakes they're doing by going above their means. Me as an owner, me as a filmmaker, I've always lived way below my means. We don't know how much years we have ahead of time. We always gotta be very smart with our money. If something was to happen where this month is 15 grand, the next month is 3 grand, but your overhead is 5 grand, you had all this money saved up that is not gonna stress you out. And that kind of comes with this whole ownership. I kind of want to be open to you guys and raw. There's ups and there's downs, no matter what industry you're in. I know a lot of people in other industries where right now they're falling because of the way the world is shifting, and they don't know what to do. Their overhead's too high. It's always good to be financially smart, to be prepared for any situation. There's gonna be so much that comes with it. Do not get fooled by everyone out there putting these nice things in your face. Don't get caught up in the money. Focus on solving problems for businesses, for people. I've always been smart, calm, relaxed, and patient. Like, I'm the type of guy that moves, but I'm very patient with the moves until it's time. Then I start looking and searching and I do it. That's the type of guy I am. Move with purpose and everything will fall in line with you. But as videographer, studio, just in general, I fail at times as well. I know from the outside, it might look like every studio he drops is like, it does great. Every video he drops is like clean, but there's so much preparation. There's so much marketing, so much things I do that has to make sense. I have to check off a lot of boxes. There's 2 ways I can go about it. I can go on social media, have you guys feel sorry for me, or 2, pivot, adapt, move. I'm not gonna go out there and have people feel sorry for me. That's not the type of guy I am. That's not gonna bring anything to me. So that's why you guys don't see much of my failures, but trust me, I fail a lot and I just move quick. And if there's one big advice I can tell you guys to do, is move quick. Hopefully this video overall was helpful. I know I kind of went about a little bit of different places, but for the most part, again, we all fail, but as owners, we all have to figure out a way to make it work, and we will. You gotta lose to win. Remember that. You're not a loser. You're a loser if you don't keep trying. Because at the end of the day, you give yourself a better shot with the more you try. So that's it. If you guys want to, make sure you guys subscribe to this channel. Always appreciate it. You will see a few videos of this vinyl record store coming soon, and also Mario Visions at Instagram and TikTok. Make sure you guys go follow me there. And one good giveaway is coming very soon. I'm working on it, but till then, catch y'all next time. Peace. Taco time with my tacos.